if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? And I think that it's okay that if you're on this path and you know where you're going, it's okay if there are some detours or some different ways of getting there. You can still get there, but at least you know where it is that you're going. And so that's what we're doing together as a family, as a couple, for our marriage, and just looking at all those different parts of our life. And then also sharing with each other, here are some personal goals that I have. I'm Summer.
And I'm Mike.
And we got married with children.
It's been 12 years since we got this gang together.
And we're still running the rapids of living with a blended family.
And sometimes that is just not easy.
If you're looking for support and tools when it comes to divorce, step-parenting, co-parenting, and giving it your best,
you're in the right place.
We're talking about everything.
You ready to get this party started?
Always. Hey, guess what?
What?
It's the end of 2020, just
it's
about.
The end of 2020?
Almost.
No way. What a great year.
What a fantastic year. You know what, though? Some good things have come out of 2020 for some people.
It's true.
I mean, there's some secret gems that have happened for a lot of people. There's also been horrible things.
That's right.
Yeah. What a year. What a year.
So let's talk a little bit about what we're doing right now.
Okay. So it is December of 2020. As you know, you're listening to this, and we decided to take a night away and take almost 2 days to do some vision planning for 2021.
Basically laying out how 2021 is going to be the awesomest.
We're setting ourselves up. So we're doing a whole exercise that we've done before, and we somehow were able to squeeze this into our schedule and get away without the kids for one night.
It's really important too, because first we should say what we're doing. So we're laying out our 2021 plan.
We are
here. So we talk through categories. We discuss like what we want to achieve. It's kind of like goal setting, but not specifically for a business or something like that, or something that you're trying to do. This is literally like we're setting the expectations, putting it out there, the things that we want to like have happen next year. And like anything, if you don't have a plan or a destination in mind, you're just heading somewhere. I don't think I said it right.
Actually, what I like to say is that goals without a plan are just a wish. You've heard that expression before, and it's very true.
I actually came up with that.
Well, whatever you just said before that, you made up.
All right. So let me set the scene. We are in Temecula, California, at a cool little hotel that used to be owned by the JCC company, but they recently sold it. It is called the Temecula Creek Inn. We're right on a golf course. We had a great dinner last night. We spent a bunch of time going through the different categories, talking about what we would like to achieve, what we'd like to see happen for 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was really fun. We did that while wine tasting, which, if anybody knows Temecula Valley, there's a lot of great places up here. So we highly recommend that you come and check it out.
It was awesome. It was all outdoors, so it was a little bit cold because everything's outdoor.
Oh, man, was it cold.
But we got it in just in time because...
And we're Southern California cold. It was 50 degrees, which I think some people listening are going to go, 50 degrees? I'm wearing shorts and washing my car. Right? But keep in mind, we are from San Diego, and we are not accustomed to the brutal cold.
We were cold. Yeah, we had to get in a good dinner outside because everything is out here being shut down again, starting effectively as we are recording this, starting
today
or tonight. Yeah, I think this evening. So let's talk about what it is that we do. And there's kind of a process to it.
Tell me about the process.
I'm going to tell you about the process.
Get to the categories, and then let's let these poor people go.
Do it.
We have brunch to do.
I got this from, I might have talked about this before in one of our very early episodes, but I love doing a vivid vision, which I got from Cameron Harold, who wrote the book Vivid Vision. And it's something that I've done with my team and for my business. And it's something that I do personally. And it's just an awesome process.
Let's recap. What is a vivid vision?
So a vivid vision is when you take the different parts of your life. So you look at your health, you look at your finances, you look at your relationships, and you get really specific in these different areas. Like, what does your ideal family situation look like? What does your marriage look like? How do you look and feel physically?
What is your ideal
The
situation?
ideal, like, what do you, if you could just put out there, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I want my life to look like and feel like. And you get really, really specific on those things. So, for example, if I were doing my work situation, I'm looking at all the different pieces of my business, and I'm saying this is how they operate, and this is how smooth the processes are, and this is how everybody gets along. And when you walk into the office, you
And
feel
these are the
this type of energy.
customers that we're attracting, and this is how
Exactly.
you get specific. And really, it falls into that: what you can conceive, you can achieve. Right?
Right.
You start to think about it. Our brains are terribly smart.
Mm-hmm.
They will figure out how to put the pieces together to make those things a reality, as long as you take the time to know what they are.
Yes.
Allow yourself to dream about the excellence that you can make reality.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that what's been really interesting about this year is that some people do this already, or they have, this year I'm going to accomplish X, Y, and Z. And you might not accomplish all of those things. And especially if you have a year like we did, a lot of those things
A lot of struggles this
didn't
year,
happen.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things that have been really tough.
So with a vivid vision, though, you, as it states, vivid, like you get super, super clear. The idea is that, like you were trying to say earlier, if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? And I think that it's okay that if you're on this path and you know where you're going, it's okay if there are some detours or some different ways of getting there. You can still get there, but at least you know where it is that you're going. And so that's what we're doing together as a family, as a couple, for our marriage, and just looking at all those different parts of our life. And then also sharing with each other, here are some personal goals that I have. And the whole thing about, being married and having our family is that we support each other with those goals. But like, if you don't know what my goals are, how can you support me? And if I don't know what yours are, how can I support you? And in the best way, how can I support you?
That's right. Super fun exercise. So I think the idea is, we're hoping that this kind of cool thing that we do, which is fun and it's not heavy and it's not, we keep it light, but we create clarity of like what we want together. Like, are our goals aligned? Are the things that we want aligned? And some of the things that Summer wants are not things that I want. Right. So at least we're clear on the fact that, like, I don't really want to run every day. I'm just kidding. That's a bad example. That's a joke.
No, you really don't want to run.
I really
day.
don't.
You don't.
I really
so
don't.
That's fine. Have you ever wanted to send an anonymous message or letter to someone? For me, the most powerful therapy has always been to write. If I feel angry, sad, super inspired, or just wanting to feel understood, I write, and often I write letters to someone when those feelings involve a particular person. When it comes to divorce, co-parenting, step-parenting, new relationships, and everything that comes along with blended families, there tends to be a lot we don't say and a lot we wish we could say. And it feels so good writing a letter as if you were going to send it to that person. It's like this huge pressure off of your chest. It's kind of cathartic. Well, we want to offer you that forum where you can have a voice, anonymously, of course. If there's something you've always wanted to say to someone, but knew that out of respect or to save drama or because you knew it wouldn't be received well, now is your chance to get it out there and have it be read, because we would like to serve as your voice. So here's what to do. Head over to everythingalways.co/forum. That's FORUM, everythingalways.co/forum, and fill out the form. We won't know who you are, as it will be sent to us totally anonymously. It just hits our inbox, but we have no idea who it's coming from. As they come in, we will be sharing these on the podcast. We'll be able to reply to you. You'll still remain anonymous unless you reply back. And we'll let you know if it will be featured. It's 100% confidential. So what do you say? Ready to get it off your chest? Okay, back to the episode.
Back to the point, at least. And in some of the situations, there's things that she really wants, and that's cool. Like, I totally know that you want that. I can help support you to achieve those things. That's less exciting to me. So she at least knows, well, he doesn't want the same thing, but it's cool. He supports me.
Yeah.
And vice versa. And we map it out. So, we break it into categories. We talk about what it looks like specifically in those categories. And then today is our second part, right? We're, like I said before, we're going to be doing brunch, and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about how we're going to execute those things.
Yeah. So the fun part is, like last night really is going like, oh my gosh, if next year, if we could do these things, that would be amazing. Here's my ideal picture.
Like one of our categories, right? One of them was travel. Like, we love to travel. We love to go to places. Right now, travel is hard, but we do believe that things will not be the same, moving forward in 2021 as dramatic as they currently are. And so we determined that we wanted to take like these adventures next year, right? And we outlined what they looked like. We didn't get specific saying, let's stay at this hotel in this place or whatever. We said, okay, we want to go to Europe. We want to go to a tropical location, something new. We want to make it a priority to once a quarter at least get away, just the two of us, where we can do like little fun adventures.
Mm-hmm.
And we will make those a reality as we start to book, plan, and develop that. Those are the things that we talked about, and we kind of have an idea. We're not telling you where we're going because I can guarantee you'll be jealous. It's going to be awesome. Okay.
We talked about things like what types of things do we want to do with our kids? We talked about, what's something that you want to do just with Justin, for example, or what's something that I want to do alone with Ashlyn, or what's a mother-daughter thing where I'm doing something with just the girls. So we talked about those type things that would be, this is what we want to accomplish, and this would be so awesome. And we also talked about, some things that we would do differently.
Yeah.
What do we want?
We did spend some time kind of recapping, like, how did we do, in this last year or this period of time? Did we actually execute on some of the things that we wanted? And we write the stuff down.
We do. We write this down.
You get an opportunity to go back and recap.
We also celebrated achievements because I think there was a lot to be proud of how we handled certain things with business related, personally, house related,
Sure.
because of the challenge. I mean, we had some challenges with moving. We had some challenges, moving during a pandemic, remodeling a house, big business changes for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we celebrated things that we accomplished. So it's just a great time. So the first part of this is fun because you get to reflect, you get to talk about what you would do differently, you talk about what you're proud of, and then you talk about, okay, here's what I want 2021 to be. And I love that part because your imagination gets to go super wild. And then the next part is like today, we'll go through those categories and go, okay, so here's what we said we wanted. What are the things that we're going to do to make sure that we accomplish it?
Yeah, because without the action, you'll never achieve the things.
You never achieve it. It's fun to get all crazy with your imagination and just talk about it. But
will you execute a plan to achieve those goals?
Right. And then, you break it down into timeframes. So we'll talk about, okay, by the end of February, we'll have done this, or by the end of the first quarter.
We could be better at actually doing check-ins to see how we're doing on the process.
Agree.
I think we should actually do that instead of kind of going, okay, this is what we want, and then we take a year. We should do like quarterly little check-ins.
We do that with our businesses. Why wouldn't we do it with our family?
Hey, look, we all decided together that we're going to make a small change to our 2021 planning session.
Yes. All right. That's our short but sweet episode. We wanted to share our vision planning and how we do this process. It's super fun. You don't have to go away for it, but it's nice if you can just...
I think everybody you modify it to be something that fits for you. But I will say, if you don't have a plan and if you don't know what you want to achieve, you definitely won't achieve it. You'll just be going through
something. It might just not be what
something will be achieved. That's true. But I think it's really cool to take this time. A lot of people do this at the new year, right? They make their New Year's resolutions. I want to do this. I want to change this. I resolve to do this. That's cool. That's making changes to current things that are happening. But what if you actually said, I get one life. I get one opportunity. I really want to make something happen. Put it out there. Make a plan to achieve it. Hold yourself accountable. Get other people to help you accountable. Hopefully it's your significant other, because you're supposed to be living, this life together, right? As a team.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these things you might get your kids and your, other people involved to be like, hey, these are some things that we want to achieve as a family. Can we all do it together to achieve this end? And I promise, if you do it, you won't get them all, but you'll get some, and you'll get more than you would have gotten without doing it.
Absolutely. And it's just the little things that build up that momentum and motivation and inspiration and all those good feelings to keep you moving forward and accomplishing more. So it's the end of the year.
You got a few weeks.
I don't know. By the time you're listening to this, maybe you have 2 weeks, maybe you have 1 week.
Maybe it's already too late. No, it's never too late.
You can do it in January, whenever.
You can do it anytime you want.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to be on the calendar year. This can be, hey, we're going to outline our plan, and we're going to put down specific things that we want and specific action items of things that have to be done to achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
Now get out there. Go be awesome.
Go have an awesome 2021. Thank you so much for listening. And we like to say, if you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone you love, and be bold enough to share it with someone you don't. See you next time.